Hello and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be working on Count Beautiful Substrings 1. And in this problem you're given a string s and a positive integer k, and you want to have vowels and consonants, so you're basically counting up the vowels and consonants in your word. And a string is beautiful if the vowels equals consonants and vowels times consonants mod k is 0. So you want to return the number of non-empty beautiful substrings, and a substring is a continuous sequence of characters in a string. Here are the vowels, and then we have consonants that are every letter except vowel, obviously. So in this example, there are 2. So this is 1 because there are 2 vowels and 2 consonants. So those are equal, and vowels times consonants here is 4. Mod 2 is 0. And then also this first one is as well. So there are 2 vowels and 2 consonants, and same kind of thing. And you kind of get the idea, hopefully. You basically just look at substrings that the vowels equals consonants, and this other part is true. So we want to look at the constraints. So it says here, string s length is 1 to 1,000. So we should be able to figure out that we can just brute force every single possible string. So we can just start at every single possible start index and just actually make the string, and then just check very quickly if it's a beautiful string or not. So kind of like, let's do an example here. Let's say we have a string like, I don't know, like babies or something. And if we want to check here, we're essentially going to have every single starting index. And let's say k here is 2. So our vowels are A, I, E, S, or A, I, E. And essentially we're just going to start at B. And we're going to say, okay, is this a beautiful string? No, it's not. Is this a beautiful string? So the vowels are equal to the consonants, but vowels times consonants mod k is not 0. So that's not. So this is not. This is, right? Because we have 2 vowels, 2 consonants. So this is 1 beautiful string. So we can have a result. We'll have 1 here now. Is this? No, it's not. Is this? Yes, it is. Right? So we have 3 of each, and actually, is it? No, I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not. Because 3 times 3 mod 2, right? 3 times 3 mod 2 is not 0. So that one is not either. So that's every single string starting from B. Then we can just start at the next letter, right? So you basically just have a nested for loop here. So that's going to be kind of annoying, actually. Just move this over. There we go. Now I can delete it. Okay. So then we would start at A and kind of do the same thing, right? So we'd say like this, they're equal, but this is not a beautiful string. And then there's nothing here. So there's basically nothing here that starts with A. What about here? This is, but vowels times consonants mod k is not equal 0. And this one is as well, right? We have 2 and 2. So 2 and 2 would be 2 times 2 mod 2 would be 0. So we have another one here. And this is 2 now. Then starting at IES, obviously, there is nothing here. And then ES is not either, and this is not either. So pretty much that's how you do it. Like, you can literally just throw up a brute force solution. So you just have every single starting index, and as you traverse, you just count up every single iteration, right? As you add a letter. You start here, as you add a letter, you just check what's my vowel and consonant count. And if it matches the 2 criteria, then I can just say it's a beautiful string and add to the results. So this is literally kind of an easy medium because the brute force basically works. So that's all there is to this one. So let's code it up. So we're just going to have a result. And the other thing is slight optimization. So we do want to check if it's a vowel quickly. So we can just make our vowels a set. So what you can do is you can have a set that takes in a string, and now you can just check if the character is in this set. So what this will do is this will break up this string into characters, and then they will all be in the set. So now we just have to loop through here. So if we could say like for I in range length string. Yeah, I do think we need an I and a J instead of just a letter, because if you want to think about, like, your starting index is going to be your first loop is going to be from 0 to S, and then your second loop needs to be from I to S, right? Because your inner loop needs to be from the word that you're starting at. So we can just have every single new word we are going through, we'll just make a vowels equals 0, consonants equals 0. And finally, we'll have our nested loop from I till length s. And we can just go one character at a time. So we can say if sj in vowels, then we will add a vowel. Otherwise, we will add a consonant. And we just simply check for our two conditions. So we can just say if vowels equals consonants and vowels times consonants mod k equals 0, then we have a beautiful string. So we can just say result s equals 1. So basically a brute force solution works perfectly fine here. You might be able to do something better, but this easily passes, and this does quite well compared to other people. So if there is something better, not really too sure, but we'll just go with this one. Yeah, and let's submit. Hopefully we didn't make an error. Looks like we did not. So you can see, pretty efficient. Yeah, so pretty easy problem. I'd say kind of like an easy, very easy medium, something like that. So the next two problems in this contest are going to be significantly harder. So definitely, yeah, they will be significantly harder than this one. And I'll probably make the videos for those relatively soon. But for this one, the time complexity is n squared, because we have a nested for loop, and the space is 1 because we do have the set, but it only has 5 letters. And yeah, I think that's going to be all for this one. So hopefully you liked it. Kind of an easy one. Yeah, kind of an easy, fast one. So definitely stay tuned for the other ones that are going to be significantly harder. And if you did like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.